I met Roland Maine with Stirling Safaris in 2019, and this is my 6th safari with him since I've met him. He's a wonderful PH, a lot of fun on the hunt and more fun in the camp, and highly dedicated to you being a successful hunter. So we've had some really good hunts together, and I hope to have many more. I come once or twice a year, and this is a highlight of my life to come over and visit.
Hi, I'm Roland Maine from Stirling Safaris. I'm based in the Kalahari in the Vergelea region, close to the Botswana border. I'm fortunate enough to have a wonderful friend, actually more than a friend, a family member for us now, Uncle Rusty. He's from Birmingham, Alabama, or actually Hueytown. It's close to Birmingham. We've hunted together for several years now. Since I've started up, he was one of the first people, or actually the first guy, who helped me get my business started up, and he's been every step of the way. He's been with me. We've had so many lovely adventures together, and we just have a great time and a great adventure, so yeah, now Uncle Rusty is, like I said, he's a family member. I'm mumbling to myself, my light off. We've got a camera's light, Uncle Rusty. Good morning, Johnny, majestical creature. Good morning, Uncle Rusty. Look, great to have you back in camp as per usual. You are a big part of Stirling Safaris. You are family to us, so it's always wonderful to have you back in camp. Today we're going to go to Enselsberg. We're going to go and see if we can find possibly bushbuck, big bushbuck. We've had a good tour with bushbuck in the past, so hopefully that fortune swings our way, but bushbuck are tough. And there is a phenomenal klipspringer if we see him. That may be our animal of opportunity. So yeah, that's our plan for today. Are you ready for it, Uncle Rusty?
You know I hate bushbuck.
We're gonna go and see if we can find a giant bushbuck for Uncle Rusty. Yeah, he has had good fortune on this property. About when was it, Uncle Rusty? A year back on a beautiful bushbuck. So there is one bushbuck we specifically want to go for now, and they are solitary animals. So hopefully we can work that area and we can get a shot at it.
First day, before we started Hippo hunt, we decided to pursue a big bushbuck ram that had been seen by workers at a concession near there, and we stumped around in those hills all day long, saw several rams that would have been well worthy of taking for a first, second ram, but we were looking for this one exceptional ram. Break for lunch. Yeah, after lunch we'll get back at it and see if we manage to connect a beautiful bushbuck and maybe call a little bit for klipspringer. But it's been a
still been a good morning. Saw some bushbuck, so one nice ram, but not exactly what we were looking for. So, yeah. Saw quite a good bit of bushbuck activity. Females, quite a good bit of females, you know, and we managed to, we got a hold of a nice ram that we saw and got within good distance. Beautiful ram, beautiful old ram, but on previous safaris, me and Uncle Rusty has managed to connect on a beautiful bushbuck. So yeah, he was a beautiful bushbuck, but it was just not exactly what we were looking for, so we had to bypass on it, and yeah. So we just arrived at Moneteri. Big start of our exciting hippo hunt. We have quite a lot of hippo over here, so yeah. We're gonna go and glance on the beaches a little bit. They like the beach earlier, and see if we can get a shot and opportunity at it.
This is the first gun I bought for my Africa hunt, and 15-20 years ago. It's a 375 Ruger #1, 375 H&H with a 3x15 scope on it. Not sure what distance we'll be shooting the hippo at. It's but one of the special things about it, I got it loaded with a 350 grain instead of a standard 300 grain bullet, so it should hit a little harder than standard 375. So highly accurate gun. We'll see, if there's any problem, it's going to be the me, not the gun. On the first day of our hippo hunt, we started by meeting the chief of that area, and also since it's hippo highly regulated game, there's a lot of the conservation officers involved in this.
Today we're very fortunate to arrive here at Moneteri. Of course, he is the chief of this area. We're very privileged to be here, me and Uncle Rusty, to get an opportunity at a big hippo bull. They've been causing some damages here, and yeah, let's see what's going to go down today.
Unfortunately, that weather that day was horrible for hippo hunting. Very cold and windy, and the hippo just stayed in the water, and the wave action on the water actually white capped, and we saw a few hippo, but they were very shy that day and stayed in the water, and nobody came out on the bank to sun.
Okay, so first day of hippo hunting, got off to a rough start due to the weather. We've seen part of hippo, and we now identified a bull is laying on the island. We was laying on the island, he went back into the water and car, so we'll come back for them but the weather is clearing up, so we may get an opportunity at a big hippo now.
So we decided not to take the small bull, and we saw two other groups, and they were quite a ways away to walk. And time we got there and evaluated them, the first group, we didn't find a shootable bull. And the second group, we started stalking them as a large pod of hippo.
Let's go, guys, let's turn back. Tomorrow's another day. We got within decent distance, but unfortunately we got busted. They turned around and went into the water immediately, and they were just out of distance. So we decided we're going to leave them, and we went for other part of Hippo that was about 1,000 yards away. The wind was bad, wind was blowing towards them. We wanted to cut the wind and get into the thicket and move around, but unfortunately they did pick us up in the wind, and we got busted and they went in the water. Unfortunately, one of the hippo hunt was tough, and we had rough weather, and we got busted 2 times after that as well, trying to do approaches. And we decided it's a good time to kick up our feet, relax and go back to camp and get settled in. Happy to be here. Thank you, Kossi, for letting us be here at this beautiful property of yours. So after the first day of hippo hunting was a little bit tough. We had bad weather in the morning, made the water very choppy, and large amounts of water area we need to cover. And we spotted hippo eventually later in the afternoon, but just couldn't get the right animal, the right opportunity. So hopefully today will be it, so let's keep our fingers crossed and see what's going to happen. identified small outlet there in the back end of the lake where there's a beautiful hippo bull. They are very solitary animals, so we're going to go walk into that area. It's still cold, so they'll be in the water and wait on them to come in bed and try and get an opportunity at them. If we have to shoot them in the water, get an opportunity at a good distance, we'll do that as well. So yeah, let's see.
As luck has it, with binoculars we can spot on the opposite side of the reservoir a nice bull laying on the bank. Again, that entails an hour drive just to get the other side.
Later on that afternoon, we spotted a bull on the opposite bank. Knowing Hippo is very solitary animal, very aggressive. So we wanted to go and have a look and check him out, and just get some good clarity on him as well. We spotted another Hippo bull this afternoon, so we're gonna go for a walk and see what we can see. Like I said, Mauritania has very big beaches this time of the year, and with the long drive and everything, we got there a little bit late. We were a little bit rushed in time. Sun was setting, and we tried to get an approach in, but unfortunately time got a hold of us, but we kept on with it, and and we had to open ourselves up, to get there in time. Anyways, and we got there, and he spotted us, and he went off into the lake.
After that stalk, from that position, we could look further down that side of the reservoir and notice that there was something didn't look quite right up on the rocky beach. And we went down that way to investigate, and it was a dead hippo.
Okay, so we have Kossi here from the chief of the Mondotedi area, and we're standing here next to two interesting situations. Kossi?
No, thanks, Roland. We just arrived here, and then we witnessed a hippo, which we are not sure whether it's killed or what, but we can see the skin has been cut. So we're suspecting community came here and harvested some meat. But the other situation that Roland is talking about, it's we just got here, and then we found some guys in the dam with some tubes, and they are netting fishes. So they are harvesting fishes illegally. So because the netting is not allowed in this area.
We by that time we examined the carcass, it was getting well. It was nearly dark, and so again we just wrapped the day up. We woke up on the third morning with good spirits and almost certain that we could make something happen from the knowledge we gained in the previous two hunting days. So we headed to the reservoir and knew that we had at least 2 or 3 bulls semi-patterned, and hoped to find them in the spots sunning in that day. We waited a little bit later in the day because they weren't getting out on the beach till 10 o'clock, and we just wanted to see who came up and where they came up.
Spotted another pod of Hippo bulls. They beached on the island, so we're going to have to walk through the water and see if we can get within good range and get Uncle Russ to present him a good shot for him to take a beautiful old Hippo bull. So yeah, let's see, fingers crossed. Where's my gun? Get familiar. Okay, we spotted a big hippo bull on the opposite side of the lake, so we tracked all the ways around, long track. We're going to try and get downwind from it, and luckily it's facing into the wind, so try and get a approach in from the back and see if we can get within good distance and a good opportunity for Uncle Rusty. Let's just get in that position and get down some.
So as we drove back around the end of the reservoir and got back there, the bull was still sunning on the beach, and he was surrounded by probably 15 or 20 of the village's cattle there. And we thought an excellent opportunity to get close to him using the cattle as cover. And it worked out well. We were able to stay out of his line of sight over the 300 open yards to get up close to him. And we got near the beach line at maybe 150 yards, and the last cow moved out of the way. We were able to get another 20 to 30 yards to close the distance before he sighted us and got up and started walking away.
Perfect. Big bull, huh? Perfect.
That one just stopped speaking.
That's a big Hippo bull, huh? Nice footage, huh? Well done, Uncle Rusty. Wow, there we go.
Oh, we finally.
Okay.
Great camera.
That was Anderson.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
that cattle just gave us a nut.
Yes.
Got on the sticks, and at some point he finally made a turn where I could get a good brain shot on him, and we took the shot, and it looked like a good hit.
So yeah, finally, just before lunch, we managed to get a beautiful old Hippo bull. You know, we spotted him from the opposite side. It was a fast track and a long track because the beaches are 300 yards wide over here. So we used the native villages as cattle to track through it and get within good range of this beautiful Hippo. And Uncle Rusty and McKenna, my other PH, you know, we all had to work hard on this hunt. It's been 3 days of persisting and pursuing, and yeah, hands down to all of us, you know, on this getting it. So I don't know, what do you have to say, McKenna? What do you think?
This was awesome. That's all I can say. I'm out of words.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, the best way to finish it. I mean, that
Wonderful.
first shot just switched the lights off.
Wonderful.
And it was wonderful. Well taken.
We changed tactics a little bit today with the rifles too. We went to something a little bit more long range because again these open areas of 300 to 400 yards aren't allowing us to get real close, and so we got a little bit longer range rifle, and it did the job.
Well, Rusty, yeah, hug,
My baby boy.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Good job, brother. That was awesome, man. Loved it. Uncle Rusty.
And then after everything went down, you know, and the Hippo was down, he was probably about 50 yards off in the shallow water. And yeah, we got rid of our boots, and yeah, we tracked into the water, and Uncle Rusty was able to, you know, to see his bull and feel his bull in his hands, you know. And you know, it was just a moment, you know, a very rewarding moment, you know, seeing the appreciation that he's shown for fantastic old Hippo bull like that. Uncle Rusty, beautiful Hippo bull, just what we wanted, after
trials and tribulations after the past 3 days, you know, bad weather, you know, etc. We managed to get an opportunity. It was a long start. We had to cover about 300 yards wide and open. Luckily, there was some native cattle in the way, and yeah, we could move with them and we could get you within good range, and you made a magnificent shot. Yeah, right to the temple of it. So congratulations, Uncle Rusty.
Thank you.
Thank you, McKenna.
Aftermath of this hunt resulted in the village getting a tremendous amount of fresh meat, and we did reduce an aggressive bull. He was very scarred up, and you tell by his body, fresh wounds, that he was a fighter. So by reducing the bulls on the property and the meat, the tribal area did well and improved their safety and a lot of good food out of it.
We were wrapping up a successful hunt here, and had a lot of help show up to get us that hippo out of the water. I don't know how we'd have done it without all the help. And I'm most thankful to the chief and the communal land for allowing us to come here and be a part of their beautiful property.
We've just finished cutting it in half. It's field dressing. So to reduce the weight, we're gonna take out the intestines. After taking out the intestine, we're gonna load the whole half, the bottom half or the hind half, load it on my truck, and the upper part is going to another truck. We're going to the village where we're gonna skin it in a hygienic environment so it can be donated to the community.
Yeah, to recap on everything, you know, it was just a wonderful and a fun experience, you know, with the team, everybody that was involved. It was, you know, it was a great experience. There was obviously a lot of highs, you know, and a lot of excitement in the air, you know, and that goes a far way as a hunter as well, you know, the excitement and everything, and you know, just to succeed in an animal like that, and getting the opportunity to be in that area and getting to do it with wonderful people and getting to meet all the people along the way, you know, is rewarding in itself. And it's another adventure for me and Uncle Rusty, you know, and thanks to him for being here and, you know, being able to share these moments and adventures with him. You know, thanks for choosing me.